Welcome to this James the Bike Guy, where today it's 7 degrees outside and we're checking out one of the most rowdy looking, neat hardtails from a company that's a little lesser known. This in front of us is the Jamis Komodo, and we're going to go into some of the features and designs, do it pretty quick because it's freezing, and then finally find out exactly what it weighs. So if this kind of thing is interesting to you, be sure to stick around and consider subscribing. So to start off talking about this bike, the Jamis Komodo is a trail hardtail from Jamis Bicycles. Jamis Bicycles is out of New Jersey, and they make some cool bikes that are really good for East Coast riders as well as riders all around. But myself being from the Northeast, having a bike manufacturer designing for trails on this side of the coast is pretty cool. And this particular bike we're checking out, the Komodo bike, is certainly a more rowdy and fun type of hardtail. So as you can see here, the geometry of this bike is definitely along the more aggressive side. And checking out the fit, you're going to see that the head tube angle is a super slack 65 degrees. Seat tube angle is pretty steep at 76 degrees. You've got a chainstay length of only 435 millimeters and a bottom bracket drop of 60. And what that allows for is that this frame is going to be positioned certainly in a very aggressive and fun geo, and is equivalent to a lot of the trail full suspension bikes. And when combined with this 140 millimeter RockShox 35 fork, it's going to be really capable and something that I really want to have a go on. So the Komodo operates on these 29-inch Vigilante tires from WTB and a 2.5, which have a really aggressive tread pattern on the front. Still has plenty of clearance inside of that RockShox 35 with the tapered head tube, 1.1 to 1.5 inches. And then it's a fairly basic looking but aggressive alloy frame going back to the rear end, which is operating using a Trail Boss 2.4. So the Trail Boss 2.4, also pretty aggressive, not quite as much as the front, but these are laced up on some Stansflow rims, being powered forward with this Shimano Deore 1x12 drivetrain. So here we've got the 12-speed rear-derailleur. This rear-derailleur operates using a clutch, so you can turn the clutch on to keep things nice, tight, and quiet, flip it off to make taking the wheel off a little bit easier. And then it's a 10 to 51 tooth cassette driving forward to this race face crankset with a narrow wide chainring. And of course, with this being a modern rowdy hardtail, it does have a threaded bottom bracket, boost 12 by 148 in back, boost 15 by 110 up front, and then it's going to be stopped using these Shimano MT420 brakes with 4 piston calipers, both on the front and the rear. And so the quick rundown on this is it's pretty well spec'd with name brand parts to make it a nice rowdy trail bike. I forgot to mention it does have a dropper post, which is always cool to see, and overall a really neat bike. The actual weight of the Jamis Komodo comes in and weighs 32.68 pounds. Thanks for watching this short video on the Jamis Komodo. Go ahead and let me know your thoughts about this bike down in the comments section below. While you're at it, be sure to let me know if you'd like a more in-depth review of this bike or what you'd like to see in the future, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.